All right, so let's say you wanted to look at your student's Google Classroom and you maybe especially wanted to get a sense of, are they doing the work? Are they turning stuff in? What have they turned in? Is there anything they have not turned in? A couple ways you can do that. Probably the easiest way, and the way I would probably recommend first, is talking to your student, having them log in with you and show you, or logging in their account. Uh, you can do that by going to their classroom.google.com and log in with the student's email address. They should know that. And then you will see any classes that they are enrolled in. I'm using an old student who is no longer a student at our school, so not everything's going to be there or look exactly the same as your student. But let's say if I click one class, I could click in there and I could look in the classwork and I could see a list of any assignments that have been made. Now, depending on how the teacher set up the Google Classroom, you might see stuff broken up by section or you might not. You'll also see some stuff that's kind of grayed out. If it's grayed out, that means it's probably already received a grade, whereas the things that are not grayed out are things that still need to be done. You could then go back here to all our classes, and probably the even easier way, the one step to find out what they still have to do, is to click these three bars right here and go to the to-do list. If you click that to-do list, you're going to see any assignments that have not been done. Like I said, this is an older student, so we can see things going all the way back to September or October. But you're going to see it's going to be in chronological order, so starting with the oldest stuff to the most recent stuff. And then if you go down, also if there's anything without a due date will be there. So if you see anything with these red marks, these are all things that your student should be doing and turning in. Ideally, that list is empty. You could also click the Done section and you would see any work that has already been done, including stuff that has received a grade if it is a type of graded work. And so it'll say when it was due and it'll say the grade that they turned in. You could also break this down by class. So if you just wanted to switch this to social studies work or whatever classes you might have up there, or go back to all classes. So again, to get there, you just click those three bars in the top left corner, you click on to do, and you will see all that information. Another way is to get an email yourself every day or every week by signing yourself up as a parent of your student. Now, you cannot add yourself as a parent, but what you can do is you can email your teacher and say, please add my email address to my student. And then what will happen is that you will get an email sent to you that says, has invited you to be a guardian in Google Classroom. You're going to click accept or I am not the guardian. Obviously you want to click accept, and then there you will have an option to either choose weekly, daily, or no summaries. Weekly will give you just an email every Friday. That Friday email will include information like what work was missing from that week, so we can see a list of a bunch of stuff that may be missing there. You could also switch to the daily, which will also include stuff from the past week, but then will be updated every day. So you get like a daily email. So those are kind of the two main ways that you can kind of check and see what your student needs to do. And I think are probably the easiest ones. Again, I think having them log in, clicking those things, go to the to-do list is probably going to be the easiest one to see what needs to be turned in. Finally, let's say your student has turned in some work, but the teacher has said, oh, they turned it in and it wasn't complete, or it wasn't all done, or it wasn't done. You can always double check an assignment by going to a class, going to the classwork, clicking on the assignment right here, and I clicked the assignment right there. Then I could see what sort of information, how the student did they actually do it, are they understanding it? You can see right here, this one has not been filled out. So that's really, though, all the things you need to do to check to see, is your kid actually doing everything, or are there things they still need to do?